How's it going, New World? Sethphir here, and we are finally at the moment in which we are going to receive an update for New World. And there is a lot of exciting stuff here, as this is the New World Update 1.0.4. So let's go ahead and dive in, because we need some fixes for everything that's been disabled. We need a fix for this lag, the transfers on the servers, the outposts, all those things. We need fixes for these things desperately, and hopefully the New World team in Amazon can deliver here. So let's go ahead and see what we are working with. So as you can see, the patch notes are here on my screen, and I will post a link in the description down below so you can check these out fully yourself if you wish to do so. They are going to start off by releasing the patch notes for the West Coast, looks like, at 11 p.m. on October 27th. It is currently the 27th now, so that means that the patch will begin progress on 11 p.m. At night, and for Eastern, that's going to be about 2 a.m., I believe. Yeah, 2 a.m. On the following, I guess it would technically be the 28th there. And there's going to be some significant downtime. I'm sure we can probably expect that, but they will have that up as soon as possible. So let's go ahead and dive in. And they said update 1.0.4 has primarily focused on fixing the top issues our players have been hitting in recent weeks, especially those impacting wars. That is great news to hear. Notable fixes include resolving the AoE magic effect war exploit, the issue preventing players from being able to appropriately increase their faction token cap, and beginning work on addressing issues causing invulnerability. We'd like to thank you for your patience as our team continues to resolve these efforts, and they ask for more reports on the official forums, so you can go ahead and check that out. But it says below you can find a full list of changes and fixes, but first we'd like to share our plan for rolling out Outpost Rush and server transfers in a safe method. So that's perfect. This is exactly what we want to hear. Outpost Rush and server transfers rollout plan. Let's go into the details. Looks like server transfers for the US West will be enabled at 2 a.m. Pacific time. I'm guessing they mean like right after the patch is going. So that's 5 a.m. in the morning for Eastern. Then it looks like they will monitor the transfers on the US West to make sure no issues have occurred, and then they will re-enable it for the remaining regions at 2 p.m. So it's going to be quite a length there. So about 5 p.m. Eastern. No server restarts are required, so we will see this tomorrow. That's great news. I'm glad they're testing it first, and I do want to see everything work out, hopefully, because we got, part of our guild is still stuck on another server, and I'm sure many people's friends are also just trapped, and it'd be nice to see them finally being able to reunite and play the game together again. Outpost Rush has a few things in here. It looks like for the West Coast, it'll be up at 10 a.m., and for the East Coast, it looks like that will be 12 or noon. So that's interesting, a bit of a time difference there. But it looks like our goal is to adhere to the schedule, but they may adjust depending on any issues. They're going to keep us updated through the endgame messages, and then they just thank everyone for helping test with the rollout and understanding and patience. So nice to see. Outpost Rush will be back. It's going to be amazing. There's going to be tons of gold and azoth and items to get, so hop in there as soon as that is enabled. Then we have a general change section, so this will be quite nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. They've removed the Everfall starting beach to funnel new players through the other locations to increase the probability of new players and friends being able to start together. Okay, like why not just let them pick their starting town? Well, why eliminate one random area? I mean, it's a step, okay? It's a step in the right direction. I'll give you that. But there's an obvious solution here. Just let them pick where they want to start. It's really not that big of a deal. Anyways, going on, the first house discount reduces the purchase price, but does not reduce taxes. However, the UI indicates to players that their taxes would be reduced. It looks like they're going to compensate any player who purchased a house before the UI fix went out with 2,000 coins. So is that per house? Am I getting 6 No, maybe just on the first one. So you're going to get some gold coins for that. So 2,000 gold coins coming into our pockets. That's definitely nice because I know a lot of people out there are strapped for cash right now. So that's going to be a big help. Slightly improved performance within wars. I hope so, but we need a little more than slightly. That would be great. Slightly improved performance of the life staff and changes to the passive abilities, Mending Touch and Blissful Touch. That is great to see. Life Staff has been a very buggy weapon with a lot of things just not working or working way too well. And hopefully that tones it into the right direction. The update from 1.0.3 was corrected a bug causing companies to lose income from owning multiple territories or from failed war declarations. This update, we are reimbursing lost coin and revenue. That's fantastic. The company treasury will be reimbursed for all coin loss resulting from the issue. The revenue will not exceed the treasury cap, and if a company has been abandoned, they will not receive the coin. So it looks like there is going to be some money coming back into your company coffers. That's going to be good because there was a few lost transactions. I know ourselves, we had experienced declarations of war that went through, but maybe we declared with both companies at the same time that we had, and we didn't see a refund from the other, so it was interesting to see that little layout there. Looks like they also increased the faction token cap, I guess, by 50% for each faction tier. So it now scales up to 75%. It was 75,000. It was 50,000 before, which was the max you needed for an item, but this will allow you to kind of pocket a little bit before you have to purchase something. So this is always good. Bigger caps are always nice, so I'm happy to see that change. Now we will jump into some general bug fixes. So they fixed an issue where the faction token caps were not increasing after players had completed the rank up quests. I know several friends that were stuck with a sub 50,000 cap and they were not able to purchase any of the good gear at the high level. It's very unfortunate, but hopefully that has been fixed now and they will be able to do so. Looks like we have another rare issue where the world time would skip ahead or behind, which would subsequently cause a variety of issues across the world. I think this is referring to the nodes being locked, where people would be on a different world clock or something would happen, and it would think they mined the node, but then they didn't, and then it would just be stuck there unmineable or unharvestable. So hopefully that is a nice fix coming in. Fixed an issue causing players to lose houses they owned in Cutlass Keys. I never saw that one, but that would be quite sad to just journey there and turns out you've been evicted and there's nothing you can do. That would be very unfortunate. So I'm glad I never ran into that, and you know, my sympathy goes out to anybody who has, but luckily they have fixed it, so hopefully those players get some compensation too. Fixed several rare server crash issues. Fixed an issue with the suspension ban notification showing incorrect times. Fixed an issue where players could use their world transfer token while they still had active trading post contracts, and caused additional issues when transfers would revolve. So I think that's the gold duping situation where players would transfer, but then their character hasn't really transferred, and all their items would be like reset when they would trade them, but they would go to other players. It was a whole mess, but hopefully that's all been fixed and backtracked. Fixed an issue causing some AI to not spawn in the world as intended. Okay, I haven't seen much of that, but fixed an issue where Mirrorguard corrupted portals and Shattered Mountain were distributing higher tier gear than intended and respawning faster than intended. Yep, that was the reason why they shut it down, and that was the reason that they stated. So does this mean that portals are enabled? We'll find out tomorrow. I'll let you know. But if they are, that changes everything, because this is the missing component we need to start spamming these dungeons. And if portals are back, that means dungeons are going to be more plentiful, and that means that you won't have to rely on that 600 gear score craft. You could just hop into the dungeons and get the gear from there. So fixed an issue where enemies of Mirrorguard corrupted portal events were dropping loot. Yeah, they were dropping items, and I thought that was a bit odd for portals, considering portals usually just give you the box at the end. But honestly, I like the fact that they dropped loot. I don't know if that needed fixed. In fact, I feel like every enemy that you kill should drop loot. So I don't know why we fixed that. I'm not sure. Anyways, fixed an issue causing an unintended animation when interacting with the bubbling cauldron housing item. That was the Halloween pack item, I believe. The ladle would not appear directly in the player's hand when interacting. Okay, great fix. Moving on, fixed an issue with star metal and orichalcum ore veins, where large ore veins were rewarding small amounts of ore and small ore veins were rewarding large amounts of ore. Yes, thank you. This ticked me off to no end. I would get a fat orichalcum node, and it would give me like 15 ore, and I was so sad. And then I would hit a small one, and I would get like a void ore and like tolvium and like 50 orichalcum, and it's like, what's going on here? So I'm glad that it's proportionate. I want to see the bigger one giving more rewards. Like, that just makes sense visually, right? Fixed an issue where the war lottery timer would not pause correctly during the war lockout period. What? What is a war lottery timer? Does anybody know? Comment down below, because I sure don't know what that is. Fixed the render distance of the jack-o'-lantern pumpkin lights, okay? Fix an issue causing the GM chat tag to show to non-GM players. Ooh, we could spy on GM chat? Interesting. Fixed an issue causing armor textures to flicker. Yes, this is awful. Specifically in areas with corrupted ground, there's like this light flickering, and it was seizure-inducing. It was terrible. So I'm glad they got rid of this. Fixed an issue in the Starstone Barrows expedition where arcane protection was not protecting players from the laser. Yeah, we encountered that a while back, actually, in the closed beta. People would just die to invisible lasers. It was terrible. But luckily, that has hopefully been fixed now. Fixed an issue where certain enemies in the Amarine excavation were invulnerable. Okay, didn't know that one. Fixed an issue where Ice Pylon could stay on an infinite cooldown. Yes, this is important fix. If you've ever played Mage, it's so frustrating, like, getting your Ice Pylon locked out. So I'm glad that they took the time to fix that, and hopefully it is actually fixed. That would be fantastic. Fix an issue where players could obtain rings that had 2 perks, sharing an exclusive perk label that shouldn't exist on the same ring. I believe this is referring to the Weaver's Knot ring, which has double luck, and some other ones were kind of bugged in this way. So now you should only see one stat allocation or perk allocation on the ring, and it will be unique. So Weaver's Knot is no longer the best in slot luck ring. It will just be the highest level luck ring that you can find. Fixed an issue causing the projectile visual to be absent from Ice Gauntlet and Ice Pylon attacks. Okay, good. Yeah, we definitely need the visual to be fixed on that. Fixed an issue where players would be unable to complete a variety of game actions after fast traveling. Good. That was frustrating, honestly. You kind of would just get stuck and not be able to do certain things until you would, like, pick up some bush or something and fix the game for you. Speculative fixes. Okay, speculative. Like, they think they fixed it, but they're not sure. Okay, interesting. The fixes listed below are tentative fixes and mitigations. Our goal is to get these changes out and see if issues persist, and so we can continue to work on them and address in a future update if necessary. Okay, so work in progress. I got it. Fixed a war exploit where players could use area of effect magic effects to capture rally points without taking damage. Yep, we saw this time and time again. I've seen so many wars. If you ever see where those players look like they're standing still and they're just stuck on the point and you can't hit them, that's what it is. That's the bug. Everybody knows this. Several wars were won with this. Several wars were not won with this. People are making excuses. People are making excuses for not making excuses. People are like, there's no way they could be cheating. They won legitimately. It's so funny just to see all this drama unfold. But yes, that was a thing. You could basically lag yourself out and your body would be stuck on the point getting credit, and there's nothing your opponent could do. So you would just take the point, which is crazy, right? So attacking is OP and defending is awful. That's basically what it was, but hopefully they have fixed that, and if they have fixed that, that's going to be great. This should be improved by the war performance and life staff performance issue updates, but we are continuing to monitor to see if the issues persist. Good, this needs fixed immediately, because up until this point, no wars were competitive. They were all just kind of laggy. I mean, unless you had one without lag, it's possible, but from what I saw, most of them were just kind of laggy and you know, bad on this. So we fixed several issues known to cause players to be invulnerable. Yep, that is an issue. There were issues with people like tabbing out and somehow dragging their windowed frame around and making themselves invincible with the hatchet and Ice Gauntlet and crazy stuff like who figures this stuff out, man? Like, that's so weird. But anyways, the issue is a top priority for the team. They're going to continue to track down fixes and additional causes of the issue, so good on them. Hopefully they can get that sorted out. We have speculatively fixed the issue where players could get stuck after leaving Outpost Rush. Yep, that was the big problem. That's why they disabled it. People were trapped in Outpost Outpost rush. Oh my gosh. They could never get out. They were just permanently stuck there, and it was awful. This was a rare issue. Our team was not able to reproduce it, and we will continue to monitor during the rollout. So hopefully that does not happen anymore. Hopefully you're not the chosen one who gets stuck in Outpost Rush and it causes it all to be disabled again. But, you know, fingers crossed. So a lot of great stuff here. I'm excited for Outpost Rush. I'm excited for server transfers. And I'm excited for potentially portals hitting the map again because we need them right now. We need all these things. It's really just the complete icing on the cake for the game, and it unlocks a lot of things and solves a lot of issues that people are having right now. So go ahead and comment below. Let me know what you think about these patch notes. Is there anything that they missed that they should have had in this patch? What do you think they should have in the next patch? Would you like to see balance changes? Is there bugs that need to be fixed besides this? Issues that need to be addressed? Let me know down below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video and this content, make sure to subscribe, like, and hit the bell. We also have a join button, which will allow you to become a member and get special emojis and badges and perks within the chat, so make sure to check that one out. We also have the Discord, which will allow you to ask questions to me and fellow members within the community for tons of update on content, PvE, gold farming, PvP, you name it, it's all there. We even started a bug report section where we're going to compile bug reports and sort of make a video on it eventually, so we can raise awareness to developers so that they can get these issues fixed so that we can enjoy the game that we love. So with all of that said, I want to thank you for your time and watching this video, and we will catch you in the next one. See you later.